This video is double speed, but I will explain it as best what I can. So with these models facing upwards, enter target, name opposing and flip it. Then we're going to add a few points. P to put point, Shift D to duplicate. I'll just be putting a little widget on the left hand side so you can see what I'm doing. And then click on Align. So we've got a bit of a class 3, or it looks like it at least. And the scan has a lot of defects. So fast edit, C key for circle, select and then delete. And then I'm going to be selecting a few vertices on the boundaries, F to fuse and then fill holes. Immediately after that, sculpt and smooth it nicely. There's another rip here, same thing, select 2, F to fuse, go to sculpt and making the mesh nice. Let's go and inspect the other side. We've got a massive one. I'm going to place the scan in a good direction, so when I go into fast edit mode I don't delete anything else on the other side. So C, circle select and then delete, and then we're going to, these little bits and pieces we'll get rid of in a moment. F to fuse and then fill the hole. So this is looking really nice. I've gone into edit mode, selected a vertex and click on clean. You see all of these little models. We've only got 2 scans, but yet we've got like 20 or 30 models. So we're going to, I've clicked on clean and then I'm selecting these 2, Control I to select the inverse and X delete. That deletes everything else. And then we're going to start with our arch cutting tool. So for those of you who don't know, it's E to extrude and then left click and then select the other side, F to fuse. Okay, so it hasn't cut. This could be sometimes the case in very rare circumstances, so inspect your line, your cut line, and have a look and see where it's fused. So this is the spot where it hasn't cut. Trim and then clean it. Perfect. And then we're going to make an upper base. Commence with your lower scan, and we're going to speed this up a little bit more, I think. Oh, we've got a massive problem here which I did not anticipate. Again, fast edit mode, clean up this mess, delete, edit, fuse, fill hole, and one more time, fill hole, and go into your sculpt mode. So when this denture is done, we may have to manually trim it a little bit to make sure. Notice how weird this arch cutting tool is behaving now, and that's because of the topography of that mesh. So it's mucked up the algorithm somewhere. So what I'm going to do, if that happens, just start a new arch cutting tool. So ideally we should have had a little bit of a better scan, I think, on the back, because if you wanted to put teeth there, we are limited now in that respect. Alright, now commencing to cutting off the teeth. Go to that pink menu, draw the gum, extrude a line around your tooth, mark the gum line. So that's very important, it has to turn pink. Enclose a base and then move that little face downwards to select how deep you want to socket the model. Let's do the same again. Mark gum line, enclose base, pull it down and then remove tooth. And we're going to continue this all the way throughout. So I think I'm going to fast forward this Seen it once, seen it all the time, so I think we know. Here I'm using Control J to join. I'm moving them into another collection, and this is because when we manage our objects, sometimes it's good just to join them up. Then we've only got one object as opposed to having 4 objects. So I'm going to join these up again, Control J, and then move them in the collection. Finally, we're going to sculpt them and smooth the sockets nicely, because if you're making a denture, we don't want sharp edges all over the place.